Ever wonder how water goes from its natural source to coming out of our tap crystal clear and safe to drink? Well, let me introduce you to Grenada's National Water and Sewage Authority. They are the water wizards behind it all. A whopping 95% of all water comes from surface sources. This water might look muddy now, but wait until you see the transformation. First, they add a non-toxic chemical to the water. This brings particles together, forming clumps in a process called coagulation. Next, a gentle stir helps the particles come together. This is called flocculation. Gravity does its thing and the clumps settle to the bottom. This is sedimentation. Then the water is passed through a bed of sand. This filtration removes up to 95% of bacteria. See the difference? Now our water is clear and nearly bacteria free. Lastly, chlorine is added for disinfection, killing any remaining bacteria and making the water safe to drink. And that, my friends, is how Nawasa brings pure, refreshing water from their surface sources to our pipes, our washpan, our buckets, whatever you think about.
This advertisement is the first in a series showcasing Nawasa's operations. Stay tuned for more in-depth insights into our services and initiatives.
Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
How am I supposed to finish cooking like this? I wonder if climate change is behind all these water shortages. Time to think about the future. It's really time to invest in a proper water storage tank, you know. What water tanks you guys have available?
We have 450 gallons for a family of 3, 800 gallons for a family of 5, and 1,000 gallons for a family of 7. Purchasing any of these tanks will ensure that you have enough water stored.
Don't be like me and wait until you're out of water. Be smart, be prepared, invest in a proper water storage tank today.
See me girl Pinky GT. Alright, so we gotta say hello and welcome to another Mikey Live program. My name is Mikey Hutchinson. We are coming to you live from the Spice Island of the Caribbean, that is Grenada. How are you doing, people? I do hope that you had a good day today, and last night when we had our program, you know, once we were done, that, you know, you were okay. I know you missed us for a little bit, but we are back, and we have a few things to tell you about on the program. Now, one of the things that we are going to be talking about is the free movement regime. It's going to be discussed at the third OECS Council of Immigration Ministers. All right, they're going to be having a meeting here in Grenada as well. SIDEMA and NADMA, they review and plans ahead. That's you know, as we prepare for the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season. It may seem like it's far away, but we are in March already, right? March, April, May, June. Halfway through the dry season. We didn't see the dry yet. But you see the trees, they are losing their leaves, so we know we are heading there. All right. Challenge Fund for Agriculture, that is CFA, Irrigation Equipment Distribution Ceremony held, and we'll talk to you about that. All right. You're going to be hearing from Nawasa as well. All right. They have set up a what should I say? It's called like a unit. Right? It's non-revenue water unit. And they say that is a key initiative that aims at improving water management efficiency. You know, like they have a lot of leaks all over the place. And so they set up a unit to specifically look at these things. So things we're going to talk about that in a while. New opposition leader given or issued the instruments of appointment. We'll talk to you about that as well. And we are also hearing from the police regarding a drug bust at the St. George's port. We'll talk to you about that as well. So stay tuned. The headlines brought to you through the kind compliments of Courts Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, Real Value, IGA Supermarket, Superb Distributors, G Cruise. We've got as well on board with us the Beacon Insurance. All right, so folks, brace yourselves. This is what we call news discussed, not told. Stay right there. We'll be back. Don't forget that someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credits, compliments, Digicel, and that lucky person might just be you.
Welcome to the future of shopping with Real Value IGA mobile app. Now, your favorite supermarket is right in your pocket. Whether you're a student, a busy parent, or in the diaspora shopping for friends and family at home, a Yachty, or a Grenadian, our mobile app has you covered. Shop online with our mobile app from anywhere and enjoy free delivery to St. George and St. David. Or you can pick up your groceries in-store, hassle-free. Convenience, savings, and a seamless experience in Grenada. All right here at your fingertips. Download the Real Value IGA mobile app and start shopping today. Real Value IGA, bringing the supermarket to you.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only. All right, family, so we say welcome, 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 welcome. So let's get straight into the business. The first-time viewers, hello to you, and to the usual suspects, hello. So, hearing from the police on Friday, 28th February 2025, that was Friday gone, officers attached to the drug squad carried out a major operations, they say, at the St. George's Port. That's located at Port Highway, Tantine, St. George. They say that during the search, authorities uncovered a total of 29 packages of cannabis kush concealed within a barrel. 29 packages concealed in a barrel. The cannabis weighed a total of 18,735 grams. And check it out. It's estimated at a street value of $374,700. Somebody is in trouble. According to police, no arrest has been made. However, investigations into that matter, they are ongoing. That's a rare one. You understand? So I'm not sure if they got a tip and then they went in and they, did the investigations. Because that's very, 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 very interesting. Yes? So once we hear more about this story, then we'll be able to tell you about that. No arrest made thus far as police continue their investigation. Now, the issue of emphasizing political dialogue and collective actions for the OACS integration and advancing more efficient and secured borders within member states, it will take center stage when the OACS ministers responsible for immigration meet here in Grenada tomorrow. Now, it's the third meeting of the OACS Council of Ministers for Immigration, and it will be held at the Radisson Beach Resort. Enhancement of border security architecture is noted as being very vital in advancing regional integration in the sub-region. The general view is that border security architecture, including the border management system, that's the BMS, the online ED forms, and the other passenger processing technologies, aid immigration authorities in identifying and recording travelers, including visitors and victims of national disasters and human trafficking. Additionally, it helps manage potential or actual security risks by using biometric data for travelers moving anywhere within the OECS single economy space. On the basis of strengthening border security by enhancing border management architecture, Grenada will receive 6 automated kiosk machines on Thursday through the Organized Action of Eastern Caribbean States OECS Border Management Enhancement Program. All right. So they will be lodged at the arrival hall of the Maurice Bishop International Airport. Also, the ministers of the meeting tomorrow, they will be discussing support for implementing the free movement regime and the OECS policy on rights contingent on the rights to freedom of movement. This grants citizens indefinite stay. That's right. It grants citizens indefinite stay, work, and access to services without discrimination. All right. Now, they will also discuss key issues, including enhancing border security personnel and their capacity, environmental disaster impacts, implementing the CARICOM arrest warrant treaty, and model bill. All right. So we are moving on. Now, the next thing that we have to tell the Honorable Lennox Andrew, when we're talking about agriculture and so on, there's a challenge fund for agriculture irrigation equipment. All right, they had a distribution ceremony. Honorable Lennox Andrew highlighted the involvement of staff from both land use and extension departments to support the rollout of the CFA, participating in training sessions, including demonstrations, along with conducting audits. Minister Andrew is hopeful that as farmers benefit, they will employ efficient water conservation practices within the agricultural sector. All right, remember they recently did an irrigation equipment distribution, and that's exactly what we're talking about. Now, the challenge fund for agriculture, over 70 farmers, they are benefiting from this irrigation equipment, which includes advanced dip and micro sprinklers, irrigation systems valued at approximately $700,000. And as they said, this is a key initiative under the Climate Resilient Water Sector in Grenada. That's the GCOOS project. You understand? And we did, in fact, hear from the minister where that is concerned. I had some people call me as well. They were asking about this whole, this how people selected, and it was a process that was done prior. Although the systems took a little while to come, but it came, and so they were just engaged in the distribution process.
The Ministry of Agriculture welcomed this investment in the agricultural sector, which will help build resilience in climate change, such as drought, and will also help ensure that there is efficient and sustainable use of our water resources and year-round production of adequate amounts of food, especially in the dry season. The Challenge Fund for Agriculture is in line with National Goal Number 2, National Outcome Number 4, Strategic Action Number 16 of the Sustainable Development Plan 2020-35, which speaks to facilitating the widespread application of climate-smart practices throughout the agricultural sector. The Challenge Fund for Agriculture is also very closely aligned with 2 of the ministry's strategic priorities for the period 25-27, which speak to promoting the sustainable use of our natural resources and improving food and nutrition security.
Thank you, sir. All right, so I thought that was a very interesting thing. All right, so we are actually now going to move on a little bit. We're not going to go too far. Denny Charles of St. David's is a St. David farmer. He's one of the beneficiaries that recently received the irrigation equipment, drip and micro sprinkler systems for his farm. Now, he applied for the Challenge Fund for Agriculture, that's CFA, and he got through. And so he actually spoke about that.
Inside them on. So my name is Danny Charles. live at Latant in St. David's, inside Demon, a little village inside Demon called Demon. You know, we do a lot of planting of crops, mainly melon, pumpkin, butternut squash, sometimes tomato, but that's the main crop, together with seasoning peppers. We do livestock, plenty pigs and cattle, some goats to extent. So challenges for me with the water, especially in the dry spell. You know, we face huge challenge, especially for the animals. You know, when we have to wash down, and you know, we use plenty water in them time to clean pen and to do irrigation and them stuff. And for that, we don't have plenty tanks to store water. So that is a problem for us. So most times we have to pump plenty water from the river, you know, to fill up the little tanks that we have. And so we spend plenty finance and diesel and those stuff. So I guess as much where we get in these tanks now and getting that system, you know, believe it will be a blessing to us, you know. So even with the irrigation, you know, sometimes we, especially in the dry spell when you're wet and them stuff, you know, water evaporates so quick sometimes, you know. So, and then where we farm is on slopey areas, so sometimes the plants don't get the adequate water they're supposed to sometimes, you know. So, and then you have to pump for long spells, you know, to give them the water they need. So that we face plenty challenges with those things and them, and spend plenty money on diesel and those things. Even our system we have is overhead sprinklers. So, you know, when you're using it, the grass tend to grow very quick, you know. So we have to bring in a couple more people to help to weed and them things. So these are the challenges we face.
Thank you, sir, for sharing that information with us. So we're moving on. It was no ordinary day, right, for Honorable Emmeline Pear. That's right. Now she today received her instrument of appointment as the leader of His Majesty's opposition. Now, according to her, she said she did not have any prior notice regarding this, so was unable to notify individuals about this before going in to sign. But of course, she was able to get her colleagues, Kate and Clarice, all right, Honorable Kate, and former Minister for Health, Honorable Clarice Modest Cohen, and of course they were able to do that. And they had a nice little celebration, little thingy at one of the hotels, I believe it was. So first woman leader of the NNP, and first female leader of His Majesty's opposition. All right, so there you have it. All right, well, congratulations. Right, so we are moving on. We are hearing from Nawasa. I know you have it. Only today I got a video video from a citizen, a concerned citizen, who was showing how much water that was being wasted as a result of a broken pipe. The individual say that it's been days it's going like that, so we have like a lot of water being wasted, and it's been something that people have been going after Nawasa about, like what all they're doing about our. Nawasa is now saying that they are happy to announce the official launch of their non-revenue water, that's the NRW unit. They say it's a key initiative aimed at improving water management efficiency and reducing water losses across the entire distribution network. They say the unit will be based on the Carenage, and it will focus on leak detection and reduction, strengthening their ability to identify and address water losses, data-driven decision-making, enhancing the use of GIS and these digital monitoring tools, improving operational efficiency, etc. And that's needed. I even wish that we could have digitized the whole thing. You understand? So if there's a leak, beep, 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 you get a alert, it shows you exactly where that GPS signal and coordinates for that. You understand? But here's Nawasa speaking about this new unit.
Water is life, and every drop counts. Yet in 2024, Nawasa lost an estimated 26% of its total water production, equivalent to 2 million gallons per day, due to leaks in the system. This loss not only impacts our finances, but also the water available to our customers. Recognizing the urgent need for action, Nawasa took a bold step forward under the Climate Resilient Water Sector in Grenada GCRUS project. The result? The establishment of a non-revenue water unit, a specialized team committed to reducing water loss and improving efficiency. Hydraulic engineer and head of the non-revenue unit, Barbaro Boy Sanchez, is confident that addressing non-revenue water can make a significant dent in curbing Nawasa's water loss along its distribution lines. For every leak we identify and fix strengthens our ability to provide consistent service to our customers.
The NRW unit is the unit that refers to the water that the water is produced and what is not billed for the customer. So that difference is the NRW water, the percentage. Right now, Nawasa pays the 26% of NRW. We're now starting to monitoring and accurate that value, because maybe it could be more than that. And then, so we focus now in the leak detentions, try to reducing NRW itself, and all the maintaining and repairing of the pipelines. Maybe and full focus on the main lines, because they're the biggest ones. So any leakage here so represent a lot of water losses. Firstly, reducing the water loss. So that means bill system, so we can increase our revenue in the company. Also reduce the water losses means that we maintain more level of water in the water resources, I mean the dams. The water that we produce is going to be less because you waste less than you can give or supply to the consumer. So we focus now in reduce NRW, water losses, and repairing the aging pipelines. We've achieving that challenge, so the supply is going to be more effective, more reliability, and with more frequency. Maybe because now some people doesn't have water 24 hours. So maybe we identify the leaks, we're reducing the leaks, the NRW, so we focus on supply more water and more time.
A key game changer in this initiative is the use of Geographic Information System (GIS) technology. This advanced tool provides a comprehensive layout of Nawasa's infrastructure, enabling faster detection and repair of leaks. GIS technician Arnold Roberts guides us through how this technology can work.
So with our current setup, if we're working along with the meter readers, we would meet them early in the morning and we would liaise with them, whatever area, and as fast as we go along, we'll capture the location of the new customers that comes onto our system. In cases of the pipeline network, we would work closely with T&D. So we would liaise with the relevant supervisors, depending on which district it is, and we head out, organize with a member of the team, or sometimes we go along with the team, and we pick up extension of networks. In some of the cases where projects are going on, we would assist in mapping the new alignments of those projects. We use tablets. That tablet is equipped with an app called QField. This QField app, we have all our layers in which is needed to capture the new information, and we walk along the alignment of the pipeline or to the location in the meters, and we register it on this device. It comes back to the office, we upload the data, and we make our adjustments to our main data sets, which is housed here.
The journey to a more efficient water distribution system began with the installation of DMAs in Telescope and Crochu St. Andrew. Since then, our efforts have expanded to high consumption areas in the parishes of St. George and St. David, including the communities of Fort Judy, True Blue, Lansapine, Grandance, and Wester Hall. With the use of these devices, we can now pinpoint leaks and implement targeted intervention. With a clear strategy, innovative technology, and a team of dedicated and committed experts, NAWASA is on a path to significantly reducing water loss. A target of 10% in 3 years may seem ambitious, but with prudent management and improved infrastructure, we are confident it can be achieved. NAWASA's non-revenue water unit represents not just a response to a challenge, but a commitment to ensuring a reliable and sustainable water supply for all. For every drop counts and every effort matters.
Yeah, man. 20-something% of loss. That's a lot. That's almost quarter of the water that you distribute going nowhere. Going to loss, that's high. That's super high. So as you said, 10% sounds ambitious, but yeah, we got to get these numbers even below 10% within a 3-year period. All right. So let's hope that this team would put in some good work and get the number down. That's just too high. That's alarming, actually. All right. So let's head straight over to our weather and see that it is expected to be mostly fair with light showers after midnight. Tonight's minimum temperature just around 24.5 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly to east-southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate to slightly rough with waves 6 to 8 feet in northeasterly swells. Wednesday's weather, generally fair with light early morning showers, max temperature 30 degrees Celsius, minimum 24.5 degrees Celsius, winds easterly to east-southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate to slightly rough with waves 6 to 8 feet in northerly to northeasterly swells, and again, a marine advisory is in effect. Those of you who are on YouTube, like Jennifer, Celine, Marcus, Suzanne, and Cher, on all the folks, Lydon, Marcel, and everyone else, I want to say hello to you and thank you for being with us as usual. Those of you who are on Facebook too, like Keran, Diana, Claudette, Javar the principal, Valerie, where's Shireen, Barbara, Gloria, Richard, Hazel Ann, and everybody else. And blessings to you, and I'm looking forward to having you. Sylvina, how are you doing? Angel, I see you there as well. Looking forward to having you guys back on the program. We're not going anywhere yet, but looking forward to having you guys back on the program tomorrow, God's willing. At this point, what we're going to do is we are going to take a quick break and come back. And of course, when we come back, what we will have for you, we will have the national report. All right, so stay tuned for that. And don't forget, for those of you who have not yet done so, we would like to invite you to share the program. Of course, you know that when you share the program, that's how other people get to know that the program is live. All right, family. So go ahead and share the binnet. Let me don't tie up. Yeah, share the binnet. Hold on. So that the other people. I'm just seeing an error in the date for the national report. Let me just make sure that we are on point with this. Okay, I'm seeing a bad date on the national report. I just need to verify. Bam, 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 bam. All right, yeah, so we're good to go. Yeah, so of course, if you have not yet done so, the invitation is out, extended to you to please go ahead and share the program, giving other people an opportunity to know that we are here. Currently, I think the crime situation has kind of calmed down a bit. Like we're not hearing much about the guns and stuff again, which is really good. We have not had many killings for the year so far. The numbers are okay in comparison to other numbers. So if you're looking to come visit Grenada, just know that we are safe. We still remain one of the safest destinations that you can hope for on your travel. So please go ahead and feel free to join us. We got the Logos Hope book ship, as we call it, still here. And people are being, people are actually taking advantage of their presence here in Grenada. It's not the first. If you have not, it's a really good experience. So my invitation is going out to you as well to go check it out. Soon, On The Spot Hardware will be celebrating 25 years. My, oh my, that's a lot. And hearing the stories of recent, it's a very interesting story as to how that business started and to where it has gone from then to now. Just thought I should stick that in there. All right. Again, don't forget, someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credits, compliments, Digicel. We'll take a break. Coming back with the national report.
Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
How am I supposed to finish cooking like this? I wonder if climate change is behind all these water shortages. Time to think about the future. It's really time to invest in a proper water storage tank, you know. What water tanks you guys have available?
We have 450 gallons for a family of 3, 800 gallons for a family of 5, and 1,000 gallons for a family of 7. Purchasing any of these tanks will ensure that you have enough water stored.
Don't be like me and wait until you're out of water. Be smart. Be prepared. Invest in a proper water storage tank today.
Welcome to the future of shopping with Real Value IGA mobile app. Now, your favorite supermarket is right in your pocket. Whether you're a student, a busy parent, or in the diaspora shopping for friends and family at home, a Yachty, or a Grenadian, our mobile app has you covered. Shop online with our mobile app from anywhere and enjoy free delivery to St. George and St. David. Or you can pick up your groceries in-store, hassle-free. Convenience, savings, and a seamless experience in Grenada. All right here at your fingertips. Download the Real Value IGA mobile app and start shopping today. Real Value IGA, bringing the supermarket to you.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Affordable
quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers, and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
This is the GIS News for Tuesday, March 4th, 2025. I am Chrisanne Mitchell. In the headlines, officers of the RGPF engage in 4-week crime scene training and 2-day workshop in climate data transparency concluded. We'll have the details to these stories and more when we return.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with but a step. So the journey of a year begins with but a sec. 1 second is the difference between old and new. The difference between what you have done and what you have to do. 1 second is the difference between who you were and who you are going to be. The difference between a year of expectations and a year of memories. Awaiting you is a year of opportunities and new moves. Just one final second to reflect. And then we must embrace indeed. I reckon 1 second is all we need.
Welcome back. Members of the Royal Grenada Police Force will be engaging in a 4-week crime scene technician course, underscoring the RGPF's commitment to adopting advanced methodologies in crime scene management and analysis. An opening ceremony was held at the Special Services Unit SSU Camp Salines, St. George on Monday. The 4-week course will encompass a broad spectrum of topics, including crime scene management, digital photography, forensics, fingerprint, courtroom procedures, and evidence preservation. The training will be conducted by 2 facilitators. Lead facilitator Neris Ramnarayan gave remarks during the opening. The participants are advised to embrace the training and commend the RGPF for recognizing the importance of such.
It's a momentous occasion for me and for you. I want you to recognize the opportunity being given to you because it signals a shift in how things are being done and what is going to happen in the Royal Grenada Police Force. An opportunity to learn is an opportunity you should always grasp. And it shows you, from members of the force who are selected here today, that your force is indeed going in a direction it ought to have been going. Right? So that signals things yet to come.
Ramnarayan said that the course is heavily focused on skill development.
It's going to inform you as to the theory and some development skills in relation to crime scene investigations. It allows you to develop that skill and competency to be a practitioner. 80% of the program is skill-based because crime scene investigation is a psychomotor skill that needs skills to be developed. For far too long, now I'm a training provider, service provider, but I'm a believer in competency development. A lot of what we do, 90% of what is done in law enforcement is competency-based. So the training should be along those lines because all of us here could sit and write a theory exam and pass, but it doesn't demonstrate our ability to perform the task. So moving ahead, and that just give you an indication of what you'll be doing. It is simulation-based, scenario-based training. So yes, we'll have some theory to give you the knowledge. So it follows a principle called EDIP. Where we explain, we demonstrate, you imitate, and you practice.
Commissioner of Police Randy Connaught explained that the training is an investment in the development of officers.
It is part of the deliberate trust of the RGPF to invest heavily in upskilling the human capacity development programs within the RGPF to ensure that the technical and academic acumen of our officers takes us to the best of international professional standards. You being a young cadre of law enforcement professionals, having shown the tenacity, having shown the urge to want to develop yourselves in the career, we decided what best can we do other than, well, if I should say, what other investment can we develop to ensure that your capacity reaches what the expectations of the organization really is.
Commissioner encouraged the participants to make full use of the material of the course and use it for the enhancement of their departments.
I want to urge each and every one of you, as you sit here for the next 4 weeks, to ensure that you acquire all of the knowledge that comes your way, that you participate fully in all of the practical assignments. Because building out capacity requires not just the initial investment, but continued practice and development over a period of time.
Officer in charge of the Criminal Investigations Department, ASP Ryan Hall, expressed thanks to the Commissioner and executive team for recognizing the importance of the course. Appreciation was also shown to the course facilitators.
You will understand the challenges we face today in terms of crimes, the serious crimes, gun violence, and how important it is that we have such training. It's a training that we've been calling for many months ago, so we are extremely happy to have that training officially starting today. First and foremost, I would like to express our sincere appreciation to the Commissioner of Police and his entire executive for the invaluable support and for officially declaring this course open. Without you, sir, and the executive, the mindset and the direction you intend to go, I must say probably would not have been having that training today. So I really want to express our gratitude and appreciation for you and the executive for having this training, sir. A special thank you to our course facilitator, Mr. Naris Ramnarayan, for your willingness to share your expertise with us. Your knowledge and experience will undoubtedly enhance our capabilities.
Officers from the Criminal Records Office, Criminal Investigations Department, and other departments are included in the training. Continuing the news, the Ministry of Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy recently hosted a 2-day workshop in collaboration with the Caribbean Corporate MRV Hub as part of efforts to strengthen Grenada's measurement, reporting, and verification system. It is part of the Grenada government's commitment under the Enhanced Transparency Framework of the Paris Agreement to ensure that climate actions are effectively tracked and reported. The workshop builds upon the Grenada MRV System Development Project, which was launched in May 2024 with support from the NDC Partnership Action Fund. Grenada has pledged to reduce national greenhouse gas emissions by 40% by 2030, a goal that requires a reliable and transparent climate data management system. The MRV system will enable more accurate monitoring of emissions, enhance policy decisions, and strengthen the country's ability to access international climate financing. This highly interactive workshop, which was held from February 26 to 27, 2025, and brought together stakeholders from government agencies, technical experts, and policymakers to ensure a coordinated and effective approach to climate data management. The government of Grenada, in collaboration with UNICEF and the Caribbean Center for Child Neurodevelopment, are in the process of creating a framework that would guide the different sectors working in early childhood development to better cooperate with each other. On February 26th and 27th, representatives from the different sectors met at the Windward Islands Research and Education Foundation Research Institute at St. George's University for a 2-day technical workshop. UNICEF has been collaborating with the government and the Caribbean Center for Child Neurodevelopment since 2023. Sarana Mitchell has the details.
Early Childhood Education Officer Patrina Sukram Charles welcomes the collaborative approach to early childhood development that is taking place.
We were able to see ways in which all those sectors were connected, and more or less sometimes we're doing similar things, or we're doing things that probably if somebody just asking you on the street or based on your capacity, you may not have known that those things are really happening in terms of helping early childhood development. So for example, in health, when we had discussions yesterday, I was able to learn a lot of things that were happening there, and probably I can reach out to them when certain things are posed at me where I cannot answer on the education aspect. But it's happening in health in terms of data and immunization and all those sort of processes that really impact the quality and the end result of the early childhood education development.
UNICEF's Early Childhood Development Specialist for the Eastern Caribbean is Shellyan Harper.
Basically, we know that it's a global best practice, that children who have interventions across sectors. So when we think about nurturing care, they're saying the 5 components of nurturing care, is safety and protection, health and nutrition, early learning opportunities, positive child rearing practices, attentive caregivers, etc. And so what global practice is saying, when children have all of these pieces working closely together, it enhances, how they develop, how they learn, how they develop in a holistic way. And so UNICEF is supporting this process with the government in looking to see what is already available in Grenada in terms of early childhood and the quality of it, but then looking at the coordination. And the whole aim is, how do we take, all of what sometimes feels like people working in silos or sectors working in silos, how do we bring it together, develop a strategy that's intersectoral, and then we will monitor to see, how does it really benefit the children? And then how can we take that, as a practice that we can then use maybe around the region.
One of the team members of the Caribbean Center for Child Neurodevelopment, Aklimia Lucas, says that so far they have collected data in the parishes of St. George, St. Mark, and St. John, with the aim of completing the rest of the country soon. Lucas says many of the participants are unaware of some of the existing policies centered around early childhood development.
So the policies that has been there, we give them the opportunity to see, this is a policy, this is all the policy is, and is this working for the community? Or is it true? Is it fair? Is it real? Is it practical? Is it, So what happened with our team presented to the community. The community make a decision and say, yes, no, that ain't working. That's not true. I didn't know that. So, and they said, that's there. So we see a lot of surprises coming out of the policy where some person is not aware that's in the policy, and also policy is not up to date.
Randall Waiter is the co-founder and co-director of the Caribbean Center for Child Neurodevelopment. Waiter says that with a collaboration among sectors, they would be better able to stage early interventions with children who have neurodevelopment problems. He says the workshop will help in the creation of the framework.
But I surmise that what we'll see at the end is hopefully
a coordinated strategy between the different ministries to identify those children who do need that extra support, and then to implement those interventions, that support in as early a time frame as we can. There's a lot to unpack there, and a lot we're going to have to do to make that a reality, and so there's a lot of work to do yet.
So far, the team has met with 176 early childhood development stakeholders. The workshop was held at Windruff at St. George's University on February 26th and 27th. Sarana Mitchell reporting.
Thank you, Sarana. Stay with us. We'll have more stories after the break.
Get ready for a significant day in governance as Honorable Dennis Cornwall, Minister for Finance, presents the much-anticipated 2025 estimate of revenue and expenditure. Mark your calendars and join us on Friday, March 7th, where the Minister will deliver fiscal insights under the theme Toward Vision 75, Grenada, Resilient and Rising. Live coverage on the Government Information Service begins at 9:30 a.m., featuring hosts Oslin Crosby and Stevenson Warm. They will look back at the key achievements of the government in 2024 and share expectations for 2025. We continue the conversation at 6 p.m. with an in-depth analysis of the key pillars of the 2025 estimate, featuring a panel of experts to enhance your understanding of the revenue and expenditure proposals. Tune in live on Channel 22 or view on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Stay informed and engaged. Don't miss the chance to understand how our government plans to allocate resources for this year. Join us and be part of the conversation.
The National Insurance Scheme is gearing up with sweeping changes and final touches with our Refresh and Reconnect campaign. We're cleaning our database to make sure your data is spot on. Speed things up, provide updates and information to make everything easier for you. We may ask you to update your contact information, so be patient with us while we get this right for you. We're all in. Are you? Get ready for smoother, faster, and better service. Visit www.nisgrenada.org or give us a call at 440-3309 for further details. NIS, serving you because we care.
Welcome back. Minister for Tourism, Senator Adrian Thomas, has expressed pride in the achievements of Renroy Blackadan Ugis, who won the inaugural Ultimate Soca Champion competition, and finalist Shondell Amada, who also represented Grenada at the event held in Trinidad on February 20th, 2025. The ministry has extended heartfelt congratulations to Blackadan on his remarkable victory in the Ultimate Soca Champion competition with his hit song, Blessings. Minister Thomas said, and I quote, "Your win is a proud moment for Grenada, and we celebrate your outstanding talent, hard work, and dedication to the soca genre. I can confidently say that claiming the first major title of the competition is indeed historic for the Spice Isle and opens our cultural potential to even greater things," unquote. Shondell Amada was also commended on his impressive performance, which showed his artistry and passion. According to Minister Thomas, and I quote, "While you didn't place in the top 3, your performance was truly inspiring, and you have made us all proud," unquote. He highlighted the potential of local artists, referencing the success of Hollis Mr. Killer Map in a previous international soca competition in Trinidad. The recent achievements of both Blackadan and Dash, as well as all other artists, further solidify Grenada's talent on the international stage. Continuing the news, the National Water and Sewerage Authority, NAWASA, is working towards addressing the challenge of water wastage and management through the establishment of its non-revenue water unit. Non-revenue water is water that is treated and pumped but never reaches a customer. It can be a result of leaks, unauthorized use, or incorrect meter readings. The unit, which is based at the Carenage office, will focus on leak detection and reduction, data-driven decision-making, and improved operational efficiency. NAWASA's acting general manager, Terence Smith, said that the new unit is aligned with Sustainable Development Goal number 6, clean drinking water and sanitation for all by 2030. He said overall it is a key initiative aimed at improving water management efficiency and reducing water losses across the distribution network.
We are part of the regional community, we're part of the global community, and SDG, the Sustainable Development Goals. Grenada and all our various departments and statutory bodies and so forth all have a role in ensuring Grenada's achievement of the SDGs. So specifically to Sustainable Development Goal 6, clean water and sanitation for all. It should be fairly easy to see the link because reducing non-revenue water is directly linked to improving the quantity and reliability of our water supply. Remember always the three elements of our modern municipal water system is quantity, quality, and reliability. So reducing the non-revenue water or increasing, well, directly increases the amount of water that's available, quantity, obviously for our customers.
He commended the team for being part of the pioneering efforts. According to Mr. Smith, Grenada is leading in the establishment of a non-revenue water unit in the region, and very soon other countries will emulate it.
The work that you are doing is pioneering work, and it will redound to the benefit of our drinking water system, our drinking water supplies, and ultimately the population of Grenada. I want to acknowledge also the very important work done by Mr. Thomas DeBayer under his allocation or his allocation to NAWASA being through the G-Cruise project. And while I don't believe that setting up of an NRW unit was actually identified in the project goals, but let us say it is an added output of the project. There are not many, if any, water utilities in the region that have a non-revenue water unit. So we are truly pioneering. And I just want to predict that in a few years to come, members of staff from our sister utilities in the region will be asking NAWASA for a little secondment for one or other of their staff to come and learn from us the lessons that we have learned therefrom.
Head of the GIZ project, Marianne Geese, is happy that Grenada and NAWASA have committed to water security.
In light of climate change and paired with rising demand, especially in the south of this island, NAWASA cannot ignore the need for improved non-revenue water management. So when the proposal of the G-Cruise project was conceptualized, the topic of non-revenue water was high on our radar. And I mean GIZ and NAWASA. I'm very, very pleased that today's official ceremony for NAWASA is a testament to NAWASA's dedication. And I'm already very pleased that the NAWASA non-revenue water unit is already staffed and operational.
Honorable Karine James proudly handed over much-needed tools and equipment to the T.A. Marshall Community College to strengthen its HVAC program. This support comes at a crucial time following two back-to-back floods late last year that caused major losses and damages to the college's training equipment. In response, the National Ozone Unit of the Ministry of Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, with support from the Cool Contributions Fighting Climate Change C42 project and GIZ, quickly mobilized to replace most of the damaged equipment. The Ministry of Climate Resilience has replaced 3 AC units that were damaged to ones that were naturally friendly to the environment.
The government, through the ministry, has replaced the 3 air conditioned units here at TAMCC with air conditioners that are using R290 refrigerants, which are natural refrigerants, good for the environment, good for the climate, and also they are the most energy efficient air conditioners in the world today. So this lab is now outfitted with these green air conditioners that are energy efficient, and the refrigerant does not harm the environment.
Honorable James, in addressing the ceremony, emphasized the urgent need to strengthen efforts in sustainable cooling practices as a vital contribution to safeguarding the planet from climate change and adverse weather impacts. The AC units were turned on by the minister. Head of the local GIZ office, Ms. Marian Geese, also presented an assortment of tools donated by the C42 project funded through GIZ. Deputy Principal at TAMCC, Dr. John Telesford, and Dean of the School of Applied Arts and Technology, Mrs. Melissa John, received the tools and equipment on behalf of the institution, expressing gratitude for the timely support in restoring and enhancing the HVAC program. Stay with us, we'll have more stories after the break.
Welcome to the Caribbean, a paradise inhabited by millions. But this paradise is facing a new challenge, the impacts of a changing climate. As these impacts intensify, our tourism sector is feeling the heat.
Of course, with increased temperatures, the tourism practitioners can expect a significant increase in the demand for cooling and hydration services. So for example, persons will be using a lot more AC, they'll be using the refrigerator more, the use of the pools, showers, taking more showers, and of course drinking more water. The tourism operators should advise their guests about the heat that is expected and actually advise them on how best they can use the resources efficiently.
Tourism sector, it is important that the tourism practitioners are able to sensitize their tourists, their clientele, but also their workers to the dangers of heat.
Together we can protect our paradise. Let's embrace sustainable practices, stay informed, and work together to ensure the Caribbean remains a premier travel destination for generations to come. To keep informed and learn more, follow CIMH on X, Facebook, and Instagram.
Get ready for a significant day in governance as Honorable Dennis Cornwall, Minister for Finance, presents the much-anticipated 2025 estimate of revenue and expenditure. Mark your calendars and join us on Friday, March 7th, where the Minister will deliver fiscal insights under the theme Toward Vision 75, Grenada, Resilient and Rising. Live coverage on the Government Information Service begins at 9:30 a.m. featuring hosts Oslin Crosby and Stevenson Warm. They will look back at the key achievements of the government in 2024 and share expectations for 2025. We continue the conversation at 6 p.m. with an in-depth analysis of the key pillars of the 2025 estimate, featuring a panel of experts to enhance your understanding of the revenue and expenditure proposals. Tune in live on Channel 22 or view on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Stay informed and engaged. Don't miss the chance to understand how our government plans to allocate resources for this year. Join us and be part of the conversation.
Welcome back. Clubs and schools have another opportunity to showcase their athletes at the Ariza National Champs at the Sir Kirani James Athletic Stadium, March 15th and 16th. The annual event is used by officials of the Grenada Athletics Association to select athletes to represent Grenada at regional and international competitions. On Tuesday, the Ariza Credit Union, main sponsor of the event, handed over a check of $50,000 to the GAA to host the two-day event. First Vice President of the Athletics Association, John L. Mitchell, spoke of the significance of the game in the growth and development of track and field and individual athletes.
As an association, it is our mandate, it is our aim to continuously develop on the product of track and field, ensuring that our athletes have the best avenues, the best chances of competing and with that in mind, we have hosted, and as you've noticed, over the last 2 or 3 years or so, the number of meets that we're hosting as an organization, they've grown. A matter of fact, just for this cycle, we've already hosted quite a number of meets. And in each of these meets, we have seen participation of over 500 plus athletes. So this in itself speaks to the direction the organization is taking track and field. We've seen grown interests, grown enthusiasm, and as one of our mandates speaks to the whole aspects of greater participation in track and field.
Ariza's Marketing and Communications Officer, Josephine Walters, encouraged the clubs and athletes to use the games as a stepping stone to where they want to be in the future. She reminded them of Grenada's Olympians, Sir Kirani James, Lyndon Victor, and Anderson Peters, who all started at the national champs.
When we speak of the Olympics, we speak of the pinnacle of sports, and we speak of Olympics in Grenada. We speak of Kirani, we speak of Lyndon, and we speak of Anderson. And when we think of Lyndon, believe it or not, we have the third best athlete in the world, because the decathlon is it, and he holds the bronze. Why do I go to them? Because they had very humble beginnings, and they all passed through the national champs. Don't give up. Don't give up on yourselves. Strive to be the best that you can be. We'll be looking for you. We'll be cheering for you on the 15th and the 16th. And beyond then, we will be looking for you.
Tickets can be purchased from tomorrow, Wednesday, March 5th on gotofed.com or at the stadium March 15th and 16th. Admission, finish line $30, main stand $20, bleachers $10, and children under 12 pay $10. This brings us to the end of the GIS News for Tuesday, March 4th, 2025. I am Kristen Mitchell, saying thank you for joining us.